Hi, this is Ashley Frederickson with TooeleTV. Today we're here with Keith Azbury, who is the founder and owner of Tooele Martial Arts. Tell us a little bit about what martial arts is.
Martial arts, there's a whole bunch of them: boxing, wrestling, karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. We specialize here at the Tooele Martial Arts Academy in grappling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, and Muay Thai.
How long have you been involved in martial arts, and what even got you started?
I would have to say my dad got me started in martial arts. I've always been punching and kicking stuff since I was a little kid. I like Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Don't hate me for that. And I've just been doing martial arts and boxing and wrestling ever since I was a little kid.
Okay, so you mentioned that your passion with martial arts is bullying, to combat bullying.
Sure.
You mentioned that 10 suicides in Tooele County have happened in the last 3 years, and that's higher than the national average. That's a really sad statistic. How does martial arts help with that?
Like I try to explain to people, bullies are kind of like electricity. They take the path of least resistance. So a lot of kids who lack self-confidence are almost like a magnet to bullies. So we live in such a small county with less than 80,000 people. So to have that many suicides is kind of astronomical. And a lot of people will say, well, you don't necessarily know that it was because they were getting bullied. That's why they committed suicide. But that's the perception in the town. And me and my guys, we're here to put a stop to that.
So basically, the martial arts is building confidence, but it's not to help them fight the bullies away?
Sure. When you do martial arts, you learn that to control your mind and your body, and like the body's a magical thing. And to see some of these kids in here transform from standing in the corner with their parents, like with their head down, to running around on the mat, to answering questions, it gives them that sense of pride and self-confidence, which steers bullies away from them.
Where did your passion for bullying even come from, to be able to combat it?
I don't know. I'm just the type of person that I'd rather get a black eye than let someone think they're going to be able to pick on me, I've been like that ever since I was a little kid. But I just think it's terrible that, 5 out of 10 kids every day in the United States of America don't go to school, not because they didn't do their homework, not because they don't have any lunch money, not because they missed a bus. It's because somebody's picking on them. And I think that's sad, that kids, especially like it's the law to have to send your kid to school. So as a parent, like I have 2 kids in the Tooele County school system that I feel like when they're there, my kids should be protected and have people that'll help them and know how to react. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions about bullying is how to, once a kid's actually getting bullied, what are the channels and the avenues that the kids and the parents are supposed to go down to have it stop.
So what age can a child start participating in martial arts to be able to even boost that confidence?
Sure, we like to start them at age 4 here. I know that's kind of young, but we think the younger that they start, the less bad habits that they develop, and even teaching them how to fall, like a little baby, for example. When a baby's learning how to walk and they fall, they just kind of sit down onto their butt. But when an adult falls, they fall down like a tree and they'll put their hand down, and that's how you can hurt yourself. So the younger you start them, they don't develop any bad habits, and we turn it into like a game for them. So when they come here, it's playtime.
Is there certain classes that you recommend for certain people, certain genders?
And mainly because I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, but I recommend jiu-jitsu for all ages, women and kids, because it's a leverage-based system. And worst case scenario for a woman is to be on her back with a guy on top of her that she doesn't want there. And for little kids, if they're getting bullied, 9 times out of 10, it's somebody going to be bigger and stronger than them. So they don't have an option. Their options are going to be on their back. And we learn how to control them there. There's submissions. There's how to get on top, how to control them. And that's the biggest misconception about what we do. We don't teach our kids to punch and kick. We teach our kids to control, similar to what they teach police and guys at the sheriff's office, to control your opponent so they can't hurt you and you can't hurt them.
And tell us how we can find you on Facebook.
Just go to Tooele Martial Arts Academy in the link on Facebook, and there's all kinds of videos, and there's instructional videos on there. There's pictures. Right now we're undefeated in MMA competition. on the local circuit here in Utah. We do very well at competitions. All these medals here are medals that I've won or some of my students have won. We have giant kids classes. It's a good, fun, clean, family-friendly environment here for the Tooele County residents.
Love it. So if you want to get involved or learn more, go to the website found down below. And this is Ashley Frederickson signing off with TooeleTV.